just to say, so I am in an outdoor space in Italy, and it's very beautiful, but there is sort of like a hedge thing in the background that you might be able to hear, and there's also some sheep bells. So if you can hear those, it's just life carrying on as it does. Okay. So if this is your first time here, there's a few of you, it's your first time here, welcome. So these sessions are just all about being kind and compassionate with yourself, and about dropping into your body and into your breath in this loving and kind way. It's very easy to get into these habits of, sorry, there's a mosquito. And the sad thing is I've done so much to repel the mosquitoes tonight. I've doused myself in repellent. I've got 2 separate things behind me burning, whatever. Okay. So okay. So yeah. So again, it's just, this is all about there's just this time to be with your body in a compassionate and loving way. And just to say, my own yoga practice, some of you know if you've been coming for the last few months, my yoga practice started when I had thyroid cancer when I was 19. And that's actually what this scar is here, which is very faded now because it's been 16 years. But so my yoga practice started at a time when I was very sick, and I couldn't do most things that were being shown to me. And it was all about this time to heal and to reconnect to myself. And so that is always what I want to offer to you as well, is just time to be. Okay. Last week we did some very particular poses for certain stages of treatments. I know some of you have questions about this always. Like, it's always fine to do these in treatments. They're gentle classes. We avoid postures that aren't conducive for treatment. So I think we'll spend, again, like, we tend to try to focus a little bit on the hips and the lower back, and we'll keep doing that. Okay. I always feel like I talk too much at the beginning of these classes, just because I know it shifts so much each week as to who's here. So I'm sorry for those of you that hear the same spiel every single week. Okay. Okay. So we will start. Right. Okay. So the first thing to do is you have 2 options. You can either find a comfortable seated position, sitting up tall, and you can use any props that you have, any blocks, any bolsters, even couch cushions are fine if you want. The other option that you have is you can come down onto your back, and you can either bend your knees or extend the legs all the way out, just letting them flop or splay. So just find what feels right to you there. Okay, either sitting up tall or lying down. It's not that one is right and one is wrong. It all just is. What's right to your body right now. And then once you find that position, take an inhale and roll the shoulders up. And exhale them down and back. And again. And one more. And just relax the shoulders down. Relax the hands wherever they're comfortable, facing up or down, whatever you prefer. And then close the eyes if they're not yet closed. And take a deep inhale through the nose, and then exhale, sigh or blow the air out of the mouth. Just do this a few times. Inhaling calm, exhaling, sighing out, letting go, releasing any stress or any tension. And once you've sighed out a few times, just come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice your breath. Notice where it lands in the body. Notice if it lands in the chest or further down in the belly. And whatever you notice, just practice noticing without judgment. So it's not good, it's not bad, it just is whatever it is. And take the awareness and bring it to your face. And just start to soften down through the brow. Soften along the corners of the eyes and the corners of the mouth. Loosen the jaw. Take that same awareness all the way down to the hand. Relax through the hands. Relax through the fingers. And just check in with your body and notice where you might currently be storing tension. Sometimes we can feel it really in the neck and the shoulders, maybe in the head, but we can also feel it other places. So just see if you can intuitively check in and notice anywhere that you might be feeling any kind of tension. And then once you intuitively check in, see if you can just start to release some of that simply through the noticing. Simply just dropping into the body here and now. And take your awareness now and bring it back to your breath. And start to deepen the breath through the nose. Inhale through the nose, take the breath down into the belly so that the belly rises with the inhale. Exhale back out the nose and feel the belly roll back toward the spine. So inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls, using the diaphragm to breathe. And then deepen the breath further. Inhale through the nose, fill up, belly, ribs, chest, expanding all the way up through the inhale. Exhale out the nose, chest, ribs, and belly contract. So we inhale, slowly expand all the way up. And exhale, gently contract all the way down. And just start to practice that deep breathing, activating both diaphragmatically and thoracically. And just to say, if your eyes aren't currently closed, either close them or keep them at a gentle gaze so that you're really going into your breath, into your body in this moment. And then take this a little further, going into your ujjayi or your ocean wave sounding breath, if it's available to you. So I know some of you are practiced yogis, so you might already know what I'm talking about. Some of you have been doing this with me for the last few weeks. If you're new to this three-part breath we started practicing, this is the Dirga breath. Stay with that if you're new to this. If you're not as new to this and you would like, come into an ujjayi or an ocean wave sounding breath by constricting in the back of your throat as you breathe. So it's a bit like you're inhaling the word home through the nose, constricting in the epiglottis at the back of the throat, and then exhaling the word home back out the nose. And we create that audible wave sound. Keep the face soft as you breathe, in and out of the nose. And take about 3 to 5 more rounds of deep breath here. Expanding all the way up through the inhale, contracting down through the exhale. And if your thoughts ever wander, just gently acknowledge them and return to your breath, return to your body in this moment. Take another breath here. And then mentally start to ready yourself for movement. And in your own time and in your own way, draw some movement back into your body, just letting yourself stretch, roll around, yawn, sigh, just do whatever feels right to you. And just take a few more seconds there. Okay. Now, I'd like you to bring yourself up to seated. And when you come up to seated, try to sit with your legs crossed. And if you would like to start, you can sit up on a cushion. Some of you are already at seated, so great, just stay there. But if you're coming up off your back, again, come up to seated, and if you'd like, you can put a cushion or a prop underneath you, if you'd like. It's just if, okay? And then take an inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, take the arms down. So we just start by merging breath and movement. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. One more. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, take your right hand, bring your right hand down to the ground, and then take the left arm all the way across. And then inhale, lift all the way back up through center, and exhale to the other side. And someone's just trying to join the room. I'm going to let them in. Sorry guys, there we go. Okay, and then I want you to just take these back and forth like your seagrass, just blowing in the wind. And you can either come down onto your forearm or come all the way down onto your hand. So whichever feels better to you. For some of you, the forearm is going to feel like you're taking it too far. So you go to the point that's right for you. And I want you to just really breathe with this. Be that seagrass. Don't worry about my pace. Just go at your own pace. If you're practicing with anyone else at home right now, again, go at your pace rather than theirs. Take one more to each side. And inhale, lift all the way back up through center. And interlace your fingers, turn up through your palms, lift up toward the sky as best you can there. Just lifting straight up, straight up, straight up. Okay, and then turn the knuckles back up. Inhale. And then from here, exhale, unwind your fingers and hinge forward from your hips, bowing down toward the earth. Roll the hands back in toward the heart. Inhale, lift up to the sky, and exhale down. Keep this going. Maybe as you do this, you can even throw some gratitude around. So when you're lifting up to the sky, even just gratitude for the sky above us, for the sun, for the stars, for the oxygen we have to breathe. And then as you exhale and take it down to the earth, bowing down to this beautiful earth, pulling that earth energy into your heart, And again, inhaling, lifting up through your gratitude. And if that all sounds ridiculous to you, it's okay. You don't have to do it. Okay? Take a few more. And it's okay if that sounds ridiculous to you. However, the one thing I will say is that we know from studies that gratitude is something that actually changes the quality of life, and it actually starts to shift certain things even within the brain. So just that idea of being thankful, appreciative, and grateful, it's not just some hokey idea. Like, there actually is a lot of good neuroscience behind it too. Okay, take one more. And this movement that we've been doing has just been to warm up the back. Okay, now what I would like you to do here is take your hands to your knees. We're going to do one more movement here, and then we're going to do some things for the hips. So what I would like you to do here is I want you to take your heart forward, roll your shoulders back, and then I want you to spin out toward one side, around to the back, over to the other side, and forward. So you're just spinning around and around. Okay, take it the other way. So it's like you're using your torso to scoop out a jar. Okay, one more. And then take it all the way back up to center. Take your hands down to the earth behind you now. And I want you to unwind your legs. It doesn't matter in which direction. However, if you have a prop under you, so a cushion, a blanket, a block, a bolster, anything at all, pop that out now. So just send it out to the side. And then I want you're going to take one foot out in front. Again, it doesn't actually matter which in this moment. And then you're going to have one foot around the back. So just so you can see what I mean. So we just have that other heel coming toward the buttock, okay? So you've got this zigzag through the legs. Okay, I'm gonna move away from the candle because I'm actually quite clumsy. Okay. Burn the place down. Okay, so from here, what I'd like you to do now is I want you to lean back so that you can sit back into your hands, and at some point you might need to adjust the position of your hands here. And then what I'd like you to do is, like you have windscreen wipers or windshield wipers for any Americans amongst you, what you're going to do is you're going to roll over the edges of your feet and then take it to the other side. Now, what we are not doing is we are not picking up the feet and slapping them side to side. So we are leaning back and then rolling side to side. And the opposite bottom cheek might lift a little, it will probably lift a little as you do that. So just go ahead and take a few of these windshield wipers, windscreen wipers, side to side. Okay, and then take it over to one side, and I want you to pick up your backhand, and then you're going to lift up, lifting through the bum, the hips, the pelvis, lifting the chest up to the sky, and then take it back down and windscreen wiper over to the other side. Swing that arm up, inhale, open it up. So it's like you're a flower blossoming up to the sky. And just take a few of these back and forth. Side to side, just opening the chest, opening the hips, opening the pelvis. Few more. And if you're thinking, what? just have fun. Okay, that's all we're doing here. We're just in the body playing. Okay, then when next you can, take a few of those windscreen wipers, bring it back down. Okay. And then when next you can, I want you to take it so that you've got your left leg coming out in front of you and your right leg swinging around the back. And then just do the best you can here, just sitting up tall. Okay? Take your left hand onto your left knee. And then take your right index finger and thumb, and I want you to place them into your right hip crease. Now, this is just a super simple movement that we are going to do here. So all we're going to do is we're going to take that right hip forward, letting the right buttock lift, and we take it back down. And we just take them back and forth. A few more. One more. Okay. Now take that hip back down. And then from here, take the hands back. So just, we're keeping this really simple. We're going to take it back and then we swap it. And you can just swing the legs this time rather than go over the edges because you might need to see your screen in a particular way. Now, you might find that like me, you feel an imbalance in the hips. That's quite normal. It can be for a myriad of reasons. Just start to notice, and then you know also to notice maybe when you're standing, if you tend to sort of stand into one foot more than the other, etc. And then you can just sort of self-correct throughout the day. So take your left hand now, place it into your left hip crease, and then you're going to take that hip forward and then back. And again, forward and back. We just do a few of these. And just to say, for those of you who are new, obviously it's gentle yoga, it's not a power yoga class. A lot of the movements that we do here, they're modified movements from other classes that I teach, just so that we can again just drop in and check out these places in the body without straining them too much. Okay, take it down. Now, from here, take your hands back, and I want you to swing the legs out in front of you and just ground through the sits bones, flex your feet. Hopefully mine aren't too dirty in your face there. Okay, and then I want you to inhale, lift up through the arms, and exhale, hinge forward from the hips, start to bow down. You should feel a stretch through the backs of the legs there, and then do that again. Inhale, lift, and exhale, bow. We go 3 more. Okay, now this time, as you come down, I want you to take your left leg with you as you come up, and then let that leg come down to the side. So we square that right foot out in front, and then we're going to take the left foot, bring it into either the right or bring it into the right thigh as best you can. Now, if that knee is jacked up quite high, if you feel quite tight in the hip, then put something underneath it. Again, a couch cushion or anything else, a pillow. Hopefully you have a pillow. So just something that you've got that can help support that knee is always an option. Okay, Now, take the fingertips either side of that right leg, and I want you to roll the shoulders back, send the heart forward, flex that foot, and we breathe into it. This is Mahamudra or Great Seal Pose. And if this is enough, stay here. If you want to take this further, you're going to inhale, elongate the spine, and then exhale, gently start to round down, taking the head down toward the knee or the chin down to the shin. But I want you to be as gentle with yourself as you can here. So you can hold on to the foot, but not if you use it to torture yourself, okay? So you're only doing this with kindness. Okay. Inhale, lift all the way back up through center. And then I want you to pick up your left foot. Now you have two options here. You can either hold on to the left foot in the left hand, sorry, in the right hand, opposite hand to foot. So right hand, left foot, and hold on to that left knee with your left hand. Or if you're able, take the foot up into your elbow, into the crook of your elbow, and then take the other crook of your elbow around the outside of that knee. And then I want you to rock this sweet baby leg back and forth. And I want you to really send some gratitude to that hip. So this is great for your hip. And I also want you to send some gratitude to your leg. Because honestly, without this leg, you would probably feel quite lost. And anytime we get injured, we suddenly think like, oh yeah, I liked walking and going upstairs and downstairs and things like that. So I want you to just really send this leg some gratitude, some thanks, because it helps take you everywhere that you go. Okay. And then once you've given that leg a rock, I want you to then take your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Now, in any kind of IVF treatment, you typically would avoid traditional twists. However, we can do a gentler modified twist while we're here, so it's good for the back without being contraindicated. So I want you to take the sole of that left foot down, take your hands to your left knee, and you flex that foot in front of you, and then just roll the shoulders back and sit up nice and tall to start. Really elongate your spine, maybe even feel a little traction, a little stretch in the spine. Okay, and then take your right hand, just swing it around toward the back, and very gently look past that right shoulder. So it's just a very gentle twist of the spine without, again, being contraindicated in the treatments. Okay, take it back to center. Now I'm going to ask you to do one that, it's that kind of feeling sometimes. So I want you to now flex that left foot, and rather than put it directly on your knee, have it slightly above on your thigh. You might start to feel a little bit of a deep tissue massage from your ankle to your quad. It depends on how much pressure is there and how bony your ankle is and how tight your quad is. It's okay, just frame it this way. It is a deep tissue massage, okay? So now I want you to sit up tall, inhale, and then exhale, very gently lean into that. Keep that foot flexed. You can even take the fingertips out in front of you. You might start to feel that around the outside of that left hip, definitely in the back of that right leg. Okay. Inhale, bring it all the way back up, and then you can just help that lovely left leg out in front of you. And again, ground through your sits bones. And let's just take 3 movements here. Inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, bow down. Roll the hands into the heart. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bow. And one more. All right, and then this time, as you come up, I want you to take the right leg with you and place the right foot into the left thigh. We've got someone either joining or coming back to us. So I'm just going to up closer to the screen for a moment. There we go. Okay. Now, so how is there a mosquito here right now? Okay, so we take that right foot and we bring it into the left thigh. We've got that left leg extended out in front of us, and then we're going to sit up tall and square forward. Take the fingertips either side of that left leg. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, lean forward, keeping your back either slightly arched or just completely flat. And then if this is enough, stay here. Also, if you have any lower back sensitivities and rounding forward doesn't feel right to you, again, give that a miss and just stay with this that feels better with this slightly arched or flat back. So we're going to inhale here, and then exhale, lean in, taking the head down toward the knee, or the chin down toward the shin, coming into our head to knee pose. And again, just breathe into it. Try to avoid torturing yourself in any way. Oh, bless, someone keeps getting kicked off. Okay. Start to lift the head, lift the heart. And then I want you to take this lovely right leg now, and you're either going to take it in your hands, the knee and the foot in your hands, or you're going to take the foot and the knee in between your elbows. And then I just want you to start to rock that leg. So you're rocking into that hip on the right side. And as you do, send gratitude to this leg. This is a beautiful leg that takes you so many places. So just give it a little gratitude. Okay. Okay. And then rock back to center. And then take the sole of your right foot to the outside of your left knee. And again, we're going to do the open face twist, which is the safe twist to do if you're in treatment. So we have the foot on the inside of that knee, and then we can start with both hands on the knee that's in the air. And I want you to roll your shoulders back and sit up as tall as you can here. Flex that lovely foot out in front of you. Okay, and then as you continue to sit up tall, I want you to swing that left hand back, turning to look past your left shoulder. And then come back through center, and then you are going to flex that foot out in front of you. So that right foot that's out in front of you, and you have the ankle on the left quadricep somewhere. Again, avoid the knee, so we don't want bone on bone. And again, we have a nice deep tissue massage happening here. And we sit up tall, we inhale, and then exhale, start to lean in. Maybe walk the hands out in front of you. You can round down toward it too. Just to say, so many things can affect our bodies, our flexibility. For me, I've been in Italy for a few weeks now because my partner's Italian. And because I have more acidic things here, I have more bread, I have more wine, I'm far less flexible. And so just know that all these little things, they can change things, and it's not good or bad, it just is. So just be with your body exactly as it is right now. Okay, and start to lift the head, lift the heart, and then take that lovely right leg, extend it out in front of you, and ground through your sits bones. Give your lovely legs a little shake out. Okay. And if you ever see me looking to my phone, it's not because I'm looking at text, it's just how I check the time for how long I have you. Okay, now from here, what I would like you to do is you're going to bend your knees, drop both knees up toward your chest, and then let your knees tip out toward the sides. And adjust your sits bones however you need so that you can sit comfortably here. Draw your heels in toward your groin. Interlace your fingers over your toes. And then inhale, send the heart forward, roll the shoulders back, and lift so you're tractioning through the spine. And just take a few deep breaths there. And then if you want to take this further, inhale, elongate. And then exhale, start to lean forward. And again, come down with a flat or slightly arched back. If at any point anything hurts your knees, take it back up to a point when the knees don't hurt. And again, you can always prop up the knees. You can put something under them if you feel like they're really up high and uncomfortable. And then if you want to take this further, inhale, elongate, and exhale, round. Taking the head down toward the toes. And just breathe into that. And that was, as I was just thinking about that comment about acidity in food and Italy, actually, I'm sure far beyond the glass of wine or the bread, it's coffee. Oh, the coffee. It's just like water. So in Napoli, it's just like water. Okay, not for me. I can't keep up. Okay. Lift the head, lift the heart, and start to bring yourself all the way back up. And then let's just have a little play here for a moment tonight. So what I would like you to do is I want you to take hold of either your big toes between your fingers somehow with your thumbs, or you can also just hold on to all of your tootsies with your fingers. So just whatever feels better to you. And then I want you to roll your shoulders back, and just for a moment, you're just going to lean back into your core. Keep your spine nice and strong. So you're leaning back into your sits bones, sorry, and you're engaging your core, but this is not an abdominal workout. This is just a moment to lean back. And then I want you to play with the idea of extending the legs out. Don't worry if you can't go all the way. This is just play, guys. And then not holding this too long, we're then going to release and take the legs down gently. Try not to thud your heels down onto the ground if you can help it. And then take your legs out as wide as you suitably can. And just to say, I'm not sure if she's here, but I did have a question on email that I haven't replied to yet about postures that are contraindicated in fertility treatments. One of the biggest things to avoid also in this period is the abdominal, the core work. This is one of the beliefs anyway. So even things like what we were just doing, there's a little bit of abdominal work that goes there, which is why we're not holding it for too long, okay? So this being said, I think there's always this fine line between maintaining your current level of fitness and feeling good in your body, and also making sure you're doing things that aren't contraindicated. So, okay. Inhale, lift the arms. And then I want you to turn toward your right leg. Exhale, bow down, hinging forward from that hip. Roll the hands back and toward the heart. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, bow to the other side. And just take a few of these side to side. One more to each side. Okay, and then inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, sink your shoulders, flex your feet, open up through the chest. Okay, and then I want you to turn to face your right leg. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, reach out like you're giving a hug, but that leg is in the way. So you're reaching, reaching, reaching. And then exhale, take your fingertips down either side, roll the shoulders back, send the heart forward, heart pressing toward the front of that nice flexed foot. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to lean into that and take the head to the knee here, go ahead, but again, only if that feels okay to your back. You go to the point that's right for you. Don't worry about me or anybody else. Again, it's just what is right for you. Lord. Take another breath there. And then inhale, lift all the way back up through center. Sink the shoulders, open the chest. And then turn to face that, what is this, left leg, inhale. Exhale, take it forward, fingertips, or sorry, reach out first if you're giving that hug. Exhale, fingertips down, roll the shoulders back, open the chest. And then maybe exhale, take the head down toward the knee, or the chin down toward the shin. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, lift the arms. And then exhale, take your hands, and if you can, so you're going to start with your shins, and maybe walk yourself a little lower, and you can, if you are able, you can take hold of your big toes. If not, take hold of your shins, okay? That's absolutely fine. And then from there, I want you to roll the shoulders back and elongate the spine. So you're really lifting. So if you think about a cat that wants to be petted and how they sort of lift up, like if there's a hand here and they kind of shoop up into the hand, same idea. You're just shoop up into the hand. Okay, take it back. Now, last week, I gave you the option of the turtle, which is a pose that's believed to be beneficial with the IVF treatments. It is a bit of a ridiculous pose. And I just want you, if you want to play with it, you are welcome to play with it. I always want to just caution you on taking it too seriously, any pose, but this one especially. So what we're going to do here is we are going to bend the elbow, or those are knees, not elbows. You're going to bend the knees, and then you're going to take your hands under your knees so that the elbows are more or less coming under the knees. And then you roll the shoulders back and lift up. Now, for most people, this is the point that it's going to come to. The full turtle is kind of silly and also kind of ridiculous to get out of. But if you want to play with going further into a full turtle, if you are flexible, the idea is that you are taking the legs out with the arms underneath you with the head coming to the ground. Okay? It's insane. So it's probably going to be the partial turtle. And in fact, I think that partial turtle feels way better. So stay with what feels good. Okay. Start to unwind. Okay. And then if anyone's in that full turtle, just don't panic, take your time, come out. Okay, and then once you've unwound from that, I just want you to start to come all the way down to your back and bend your knees. Take your feet to the floor and sigh out. And then take the right foot, and I want you just to flex that foot, take it up into the sky. Maybe give the ankle a few twizzles around. And maybe even just shake that leg out a little bit. Just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay. Oh. Just for a moment, said the internet connection was unstable, so I'm hoping you all are still with me. Sorry about that. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with the left leg. So we bend that right and we take the left leg up into the sky. Give the ankle just a few little twizzles around, just because we can, really. Play with the direction of that. And then give it a shake out. Okay. And then we take that foot down. Okay. Now, two options here. You can either keep your knees bent if that feels better to your lower back. So those of you with lower back sensitivities, do keep the knees bent with the feet on the ground. Otherwise, if it feels okay to you, you're just going to let the legs flop out and extend there. And just relax the shoulders. Relax the hands. And then close the eyes. And take a deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale, sigh or blow the air out of the mouth. And do this a few times. Inhaling calm. Exhaling, sighing out, letting go of any stress or any tension. Once you sighed out a few times, just let the natural rhythm of your breath take back over. And feel your eyelids just become heavier and heavier over your eyes. Feel your face soften and relax even more. And just imagine your arms and your legs melting down, taking nourishment from these moments to simply relax. And as you relax here, I want you to just hear the following words and just allow them to wash over and through you, however they do. And see if you can just hear them as your own. And remember that whatever you practice, you get better at. So even if something like this is hard for you to say to yourself now, remember that you get better at whatever you say to yourself. So if something particularly strikes you, make a note. This might be something worth reminding yourself of. So just completely relaxing here right now. Just hear the following words, again, as your own. I respect myself. And I only attract people who treat me with respect. I am a creative being. I choose to honor my creativity. I honor the sacred body in which I reside. I embrace my vibrant self. I treat myself and my body with care, and I get better at treating myself and my body with care every single day. I choose to let go of past feelings that no longer serve me, and I choose to feel joy and excitement and gratitude as often as I can. I choose now to breathe into this moment with gratitude and with the knowledge that I am completely worthy and good enough just as I am. And start to deepen your breath now. And draw some movement back into your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, roll to one side. And bring yourself all the way back up to seated. And take your hands into prayer in front of the heart. Gently bow, honoring your body, your light, your practice, this earth, as well as each other for sharing this space and this energy. I do believe that when we practice together, we are creating an energy, even when we're not in the same physical space. I really feel it when I teach online compared to if I'm just filming a video. So yeah, anyway, thank you all so much. We will be here again at 5:45 next, 5:45 UK time next Wednesday. So thank you so much. There is a YouTube playlist. Like I'm putting these on a private playlist, which I can grab the link for that right now. And I can just put that to you so you have it. So I'm putting the replays up on there. So if there's anything that we do that you want to come back to, or if you want to even just do the session again, my God, I don't know if you can hear it. It's like there's like a massive amount of sheep down there. I can hear all of the bells. Sorry, I'm just going to grab that playlist link in case you want it. This video will go up there tonight or tomorrow. Sorry, just give me a second. There we go. Fertility partnership. No, not staff yoga. Fertility partnership. Online yoga. Here we go. Okay. Copy. Okay. So here is that link. So this has most of the, not all of the sessions because I wasn't recording them in the beginning because we had to figure out whether I could. But yeah, so oops, I've just sent that to only one person, sorry. Here we go. There we go. So that's the playlist link for these sessions. If you need to, or if you'd like to go back over anything that we've done, there's only 4 on there right now, and then this one will go up today or tomorrow. Okay, I have another session in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go. Have an amazing week, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you so much.